Spoiler season for Disney Lorcana Azurite Sea continues, and this week we've had 6 more cards revealed, so let's not waste any time and let's get into it. But really quick, I want to remind everyone to please like this video and subscribe to the Sorcerer's Hat for more Disney Lorcana content. I post brand new videos every Friday. Alright, let's go. So first up, we've got Jasmine, Royal Seafarer. She's an inkable 3-cost emerald character card with 2 strength, 3 willpower. She quests for 1. She has 1 ability called By Order of the Princess. When you play this character, choose 1. You can either exert chosen damaged character or chosen opposing character gains reckless. I feel like this card is pretty good. It's inkable and it gives you choices, which is always appreciated on a card. This also works as a pretty good shift target for another card we're going to talk about in a moment. So overall, I think this is a pretty solid card, and yeah, I would also play this in draft, but let's just lead right into the next card. This is a new legendary card. This is Jasmine, Royal Commandant. I'm not totally sure because it's being translated, but I'm going to say Royal Commander for now. She is an inkable 6-cost emerald character card with 5 strength, 5 willpower, and she quests for 2. She can shift for 5, and she has 1 ability, Ruler of the Seas. If you use shift to play this character, return all exhausted characters back to their hand, or exerted characters is what it should say. I think this card is pretty interesting for a few reasons. She's a Floodborn and her primary shift target is pretty good. Her ability not only applies to your opponent's characters, but yours as well. So I think that this card goes really well in an Emerald Amethyst bounce deck. I'm interested to see if anybody builds around this because it could be pretty cool. In draft, I probably wouldn't take this unless I got the shift target, and even then, it might be kind of hard to get a lot of good value out of it. But in constructed, I think somebody is going to figure out something kind of cool with this. Next is a pretty interesting location. This is Rescue Rangers Submarine Mobile Headquarters. It is an inkable 2-cost Sapphire location with a move cost of 1 and 8 willpower. It has no passive lore, and its ability reads, Planning Session. At the start of your turn, if you have a character here, you may put the top card of your deck into your inkwell, face down and exerted. So this is yet another way for Sapphire to ramp. While this is a 3-drop, I don't actually think you want to play this on turn 3. What you'd probably want to do is have a character on board, play this on turn 4 or higher, and then immediately move a character over to it so that if it survives till the next turn, you can use it to ramp. If you can pull it off without it getting destroyed, this is some pretty reliable ramp that basically just lets you ink twice a turn, and if you have Fishbone, it's almost up to 3 times a turn, assuming that you have the cards. I don't really know where this fits, but I think that this is a pretty good location that warrants some testing. In draft, you probably won't play this, but if you did, it might help you get to a larger threat that wouldn't normally be playable in draft. The only issue is that you might accidentally ink the big threat you're wanting to eventually play, so that wouldn't be very good, but I am intrigued by this card though. Next up is Bellweather. She is an uninkable 3-cost emerald character card with 2 strength, 3 willpower, and she quests for 1. She has 1 ability, Fear Always Works. During your turn, each time a card is added to your inkwell, an opposing character of your choice gets reckless during their next turn. This is a pretty cool card. It feels like a pretty solid replacement for Lyle in Emerald Amethyst decks. You're pretty much going to just leave this on the board and ink every turn so that you can give your opponent's important questers reckless. I think this is a pretty great card in draft for disrupting your opponent's game plan, but you will need a good amount of card draw to make this work every turn since you need something to ink. In constructed, I think that's why it's best in something like Emerald Amethyst. But yeah, this is a pretty cool card. I'm into it. Last up is a new Genie card, and I could not find the translation for his subtitle, so we're just going to call him Genie for now. He is an uninkable 4-cost Amethyst character card with 2 strength, 4 willpower. He quests for 2. He has evasive, and he has 1 ability. which is essentially when you play this character, draw a card. I like this card. In draft, I think it's really good. It's basically another Bruni, which is also a really good card in Shimmering Skies draft. However, I don't think this card replaces Merlin Rabbit as the main draw engine for Amethyst, and for a very simple reason. Rabbit pretty much draws 2 cards 99% of the time you use it, and if you're running 4 of them, that's 8 cards if you manage to see all of them, which is pretty great. And that's not even counting potential bounces, which would net you even more cards. And if you ran 4 of these Genie cards, you're only drawing 4 cards, and yes, the stats are better and it's evasive, and you can quest for 2, but it doesn't feel like the kind of card that's going to win you games. Rabbit isn't great because it wins you the game, it's great because it gets you to the cards that win you the game faster and more efficiently, and I think that's why it's just a better card than this. So that was all of the cards revealed in the last week. If you enjoyed this video, remember to like and subscribe to the Sorcerer's Hat for more Lorcana videos. I post a new one every single Friday. Thanks again for watching. I hope you all have a great day. Bye bye. Love you.